As we were introduced, I'm going to be speaking to deep liver protection detoxing and the benefits of that through some belly slimming and hopefully some maintenance. Um, of course, we will say that everything that actually, I'm just going to reduce my screen so I can see a little bit. There we go. So that everything we are speaking to has not been evaluated by in the U.S. the Food and Drug Admin, or here in Canada, where I am Health Canada. Again, as Freddie said, it's for your education. Truly, everything that you see and hear about tonight, please take to your physicians for a more accurate understanding of what these are designed to do. None of the things that we are speaking to is intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent. But as the paraphrasing from a colleague of mine says, the Food and Drug and Health Canada did not ask me for my input, and I did not ask them for theirs. So that being said, I am going to show very quickly that we are going to look at the various aspects of the liver today, starting with the functions of the liver. And it does, of course, you would anticipate significant things, including not just detoxing and metabolism, but it's responsible, of course, for blood clotting, our immune, even a precursor to our sex hormones. A lot of people did not know that. And it has a lot of other elements to it as well. So, the highlights of basically what our liver can do. Well, firstly, as we know, and as it's been spoken to, it is very useful for removing toxins. We are living, breathing creatures, and in doing so, just being and existing on this planet, we take in all sorts of things through our food, through our environment, and our liver has a 24/7 job for all our lives, and basically working through everything that all the nasties that we bring in and purifying to the best that it can our bodies so we live a long and healthy life. It is also responsible for maintaining our blood sugar levels. It acts as a reservoir for our body's number one enzyme, glucose, which is basically our energy producer that keeps our cells and our body healthy. It is responsible for a process called, I'll say it slowly because I won't get it right, glycogenolysis. And I'm sure I did not still say that right, but it is a process by which the glycogen, the sugar that is basically part of our body, primary carbohydrate, which is stored in our liver and muscles, it's broken down to provide immediate energy so that as we need it, our body has access to the energy levels that we so require. Furthermore, on that, glycogenolysis is basically when blood declines, this process takes effect. And it is actually stored in our liver's hepatic cells, and the majority of it is converted as needed. So it's a significant process. It is also regulates our body sugars so that the fat in our liver makes makes insulin, and if we do actually produce too much of it, it can lead to type 2 diabetes. So it's one of those elements that in our system we need to be mindful of. Our liver is also responsible for bile production. As a gland, it actually produces from 800 to 1,000 milliliters of bile a day, which helps another organ in our system, the gallbladder, to digest our fats and vitamins in our small intestines. So it helps our body to basically take in all the nutrients that it can and prepares for the absorption of those nutrients into our system. And of course, as also it helps to detoxify our blood and purifies it against substances that basically could be harmful to our system. Our liver is very useful in fighting infections. It kills off any bacteria encountered that could get into our intestines or other areas of our body that would not be useful for us. It is a regulator of our hormones, and again, several of our hormones are linked through the liver, such as our thyroid, cortisone, adrenal, even our sex hormones. So there's a number of hormones that our liver is actually responsible in maintaining and regulating in our system. It also is good for maintaining our proper fluid pressures. Our plasma proteins are basically our blood is our transporters of all life in our system. It is transporting of fats, vitamins, minerals, and hormones, and to maintain a healthy blood pH level. It is also useful in removing waste and getting it out of our system as well, where it actually combines with bile and actually, well, we get rid of it. Well, we know how we get rid of it. Our liver breaks down fats, metabolisms of fats, proteins, and carbs as well. And once our glycogen stores are full, additional glucose is turned into fatty acid. The blood transfers cholesterol and fatty acid, stores them in our fat tissues. But of course, too much can cause our liver to become fat itself. And I have this condition as well. They call it non-alcoholic fatty liver syndrome. So it's basically a cirrhosis of the liver, and it's just as dangerous. And that is basically when you're putting on a little too much. And as Michelle said, if it wasn't for basically the process that I went through, I shed quite a bit. Still have a ways to go, but thanks to the systems, have been able to actually reverse that process in myself. And if left, can be very dangerous. It is also, finally, our liver is useful for creating and expelling cholesterol. And you may hear there are such things as good and bad. But not the liver not only clears cholesterol from the body, but also produces it. Produces most of the cholesterols that we needed to make our vitamin D, our digestive enzymes, and hormones. Since it can't travel through the bloodstream alone, it's combined with a low and high density lipoproteins. However, excessive cholesterol is combined with bile, so the liver can get rid of it. So liver detox is a process in which the liver uses two major enzyme pathways to change a toxic substance, such as an anti-cancer drug, into a less toxic substance that is easier for our body to remove. Diagram is basically showing there's a phase 1 and a phase 2. There are various nutrients that we are requiring of our liver to be able to go through phase 1, and that basically removes the a lot of the enzymes and substances, I should say, that are not necessarily helpful to the body, and converts them so that they are less toxic than the initial substances that were first introduced. Usually our body requires a lot of vitamin C, E, the B complex, folic acid, glutathione, and others as well to basically go through this process. The second part of this phase is phase 2, and that uses also a number of nutrients as well, like vitamin C and such. And that is basically taking this material and physically being able to remove it through our feces or our urine. And that's basically most of how our liver works. If you are feeling, though, despite all the things that our liver can do, you may know of people or know of yourself where headaches or constipation, just feeling malaise, being run down, you feeling that you're putting on a little bit more weight than you should. All these could be very much symptoms of any of those essential capabilities of your liver just not working to the best of its capabilities. And if that's the case, there is a fix, and it really comes down to a colon cleanse that usually comes once a year, but recommended at least twice. And we usually do ours twice because when the liver is damaged or its function is compromised, the ability for it to break down cholesterol is impeded, and your liver won't work right. And basically, it has holistic effects throughout your entire system. So we want to make sure as we, well, tune up your car every couple of months, give it an oil change, change the filter. People spend a fortune on their car because they're worried that their car engine will break down and cost them a lot of money if they don't. But we don't do as much to basically do the same for our own body. So at least twice a year, we should be doing the same for ourselves and our liver. So why should we do this? Well, our liver must detoxify lots of chemicals uh, that are coming in from our environments. Like I said, being a healthy human being, the food we eat, the air we breathe, chemicals we use to clean our homes with, everything in our world basically, well, comes into our system. We're exposed to this daily. Our liver filters 2 quarts of blood every minute, which is huge. Our liver is like constantly working, and you want to be able to work at its utmost efficiency. And in doing so, by cleaning it up and making sure that it's working at its best, will help to prevent cancers, improve metabolism, help with getting rid of, at least hopefully, impeding fat loss, and improving, of course, sugar and energy levels as well. Um, there are, again, significant benefits. Just highlighted that, of course, it's good as a byproduct for doing a deep liver cleanse is for your immune system, helping with your liver functions, boosting your energy, even increasing your vitality and your skin as well. So people use a lot of products where they say, well, your skin looks great. Well, we like to think our beauty comes from the inside out, and our healthy liver really helps to make that happen. We do that through a number of different products that we uh, work with, such as our detox kit, our liver detox kit, and a newer product called Thiamidol. We're going to talk a little bit about all these products actually. Our liver detox kit does constitute a curcumin. It does constitute a antioxidant called Oxygen Extreme, and it does feature a tablet called a hepatocleanse. Um, our curcumin is one of my favorites. It is a highly bioavailable product, comes with a high ORAC value, and usually the standard dose is about 2 to 3 tablets. And curcumin you probably have heard of because it is basically the same. It is an ingredient that is found in a lot of South Asian cuisine, and it gives turmeric its yellow color. So, if you're a big fan of Indian food, it comes up and is used quite a lot. But on its own has been found to inhibit such carcinogens that basically will inhibit the growth of cancer cells. So when I had a personal colonoscopy some years ago, and I was being waved at that I may have potential Crohn's disease because of family history, and so forth, and fatty liver. Um, Doctor basically said, I don't see anything really wrong here. I think you're fine. I'm curious, what were you taking these past couple of months? And I said I was doing curcumin twice, 2 tablets a day. And he says it's amazing stuff. Keep at it, keep on it. Curcumin is an amazing, amazing ingredient. And that's, if the medical community is backing this up, that's pretty awesome. Um, so it does, again, support normal liver detox activity, good for overall health, promotes apoptosis in unhealthy cells, which basically is the ability for cells to exceed their lifespan. And if they continue to grow and to, well, some may become cancerous. So we don't want that, of course. I've got the t-shirt to speak to that too. That's another story for another day. I do, and it helps to maintain healthy glutathione levels, and it's a great anti-inflammatory. Our other second up to our liver detox kit is our HepatoCleanse capsules. They are useful for helping to break down toxins, repairing liver damage, blood detoxification. They support healthy glutathione as well, so they complement our curcumin. They are very unique because they do contain 16 herbs, including milk thistle, which helps with detoxification of the liver, dandelion root, garlic bulb, just to name a few. And of course, these are really good to take a couple of tablets before bedtime, and you let it just work its magic while you're sleeping. So what could be easier than that? And this is another one of my favorites, our third up, our Oxygen Extreme, which is an antioxidant. It does improve functionality. Also, taking a couple of tablets just before bedtime works very well with a number of other products we have, and it does promote healthy liver functions. But it also is really good for the skin. It reduces dark spots, complexion. It does a lot of really neat things. It also is very good for heart health, healthy cholesterol level, even good for vision. So, if you're wearing glasses, well, maybe, your eyesight will hold out a little bit longer. It's good for cognitive health and even has been known to help to prevent Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So, good regimens all around. Um, we've been pairing this with a product that has come to our market of a few years now called Thimonol. And Thimonol is a very unique kind of a product. It is useful for promoting nitric oxide levels, which are used to increase blood flow and lower blood pressure, maintaining levels of cholesterol and triglycerides, maintaining normal levels of HDL and LDL, which is basically our enzymes that look after our fat and how we put that on. It supports normal hormone balance for all genders and supports reproductive health as well. It's good for blood flow to the brain, has as an antioxidant, is good for cardiovascular health and blood vessel dilation, which means that your blood is flowing through nicely through your whole system, and other things equally so that you can see, including physical and mental comfort, health, and calmness. And, in the age we're living in these days, with a pandemic and all the things going on in the world, using a little calmness definitely comes in handy. It helps to maintain, of course, our glucose levels. It does help with weight management. And let's see, and we spoke to the stress as well stuff. The neat thing about our Thimonol product, it is what they actually consider a cap and cap system. It incorporates inside a capsule which contains an ingredient called pycnogenol. And that is an antioxidant that's used in another one of our best-selling products called OPC. And pycnogenol is used for cardiovascular health and all sorts of really good things. It's an amazing antioxidant. Thymoquin is a black seed, and it is also really a very powerful product in and of itself because oil and water really don't mix well. Oil and powder don't really go too well together. But in this unique product where there is a capsule within a capsule formula, as opposed to taking two pills, you get a two for one, and it really offers a very superior delivery of wellness. Our liver detox program, of course, with the supplementation in mind, is, well, nutrition always does start, and maybe we should have started with this slide first, but nutrition always does start in the kitchen. And doing so that, of course, if you are going to have taking on a deep liver program, the recommendation is that, well, you stay at least for a week off acidic foods, processed foods, sugary drinks, starches, and so forth. Your protein should be at least no more than 2 portions per day, and lots and lots of fluid. 10 to 12 glasses, even better, 10 to 12 glasses of lemon water would really help move things along. And lemon water in and of itself is a great detoxifier as well. And of course, lots of vegetables, lots of fruit, more fruit in the morning, vegetables throughout the day. And all that will basically help to really just de-stress the liver, give it a break, let it relax, and it rejuvenates and rebuilds itself so that by the end of a week you feel really on top of that world. Amazing stuff. But once you've come off a week of detox, so what? Where do you go from there? One thing we don't recommend is going back to the old ways. And after a week of detox, a lot of people are on the road to redemption that they're saying to themselves, I want to keep on this healthy lifestyle. I want to keep going. So, how can I maintain this? Well, we have a number of other elements that we could recommend to basically help people along do exactly that. One is our daily essentials package. It contains basically the basic groupings of nutrients that really get you and keep you maintained for the day. Our antioxidant OPC, as I've referred before, our multivitamin, a B complex, and a calcium, all designed to basically help promote heart health, overall health in our diet where there may be gaps or deficiencies, you're not eating the right foods, keeping our energy levels going, and of course even building our strong bones, our pH balance, and even helping us with a good night's sleep. In addition to that, we recommend omega-3. Omega-3 is wonderful because it helps to maintain cholesterol levels, also helps to maintain normal blood flow, triglyceride levels in the blood, and amongst other things as well. And our omega-3 is combined with vitamin E to help maintain the product's um, efficacy. Um, and we can, for another day, speak to more about all the wonderfulness of how our omega-3 is really just a superior product. But its benefits really also is for joint health. So if you feel that your elbows and knees are a little squeaky, it may help with that. It does also promote for a healthy complexion. It's great for mood enhancement. And the neat thing about this is, unlike other products that are similar, we use small fish, such as sardines and anchovies, because in a bigger fish, you may find more toxin buildup, mercury and such. In a smaller fish, the buildup isn't as significant. And of course, it's a healthier way of processing the omega-3, which goes into our system as well. And if you are looking to, well, keep it going, you say to yourself, there's no better coach than looking in the mirror sometimes and just saying, boy, oh boy, I wouldn't mind getting a little trimmer. I'm on such a road to success. I'm eating the right kind of foods. I'm doing the right kind of things. I'm maintaining myself. But that belly, that's got to go. There's other things that really got to start moving along. We also have a transitional lifestyle system, which is very useful, and it's not for yo-yo dieting. It's not a quick fix. It's not a magic pill, but it is meant to maintain and augment the nutrition that you're getting from the kitchen and the foods that you're eating, and to basically just work that if your body needs that little bit of extra oomph, it provides it. We have a couple of products to basically help through that, and very quickly, one is a called Core. We have a CLA. We have Trim Teas. We have other things as well. Our TLS carb inhibitor is designed basically to promote the reduction of our BMI, our body mass index. It is doing that by basically burning through the fat in our that we maintain and converting it into energy. It really is, as Michelle would say, the lazy pill. No, the magic pill for lazy people. That's and there's no one lazier than me sometimes. So this is, and it really does help to start to get some of that excessive weight off the areas you don't want them to be in. Some of the benefits, of course, and actually, people who are building muscle mass also use CLA because it's a great tool for putting on muscle. So you may see people using this product not necessarily to get rid of the tummy, but because it does help to convert the fat into energy. Well, that energy with protein actually helps to build up the muscles. And you know what they say, protein is really where it's at to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Um, we also have a neat product. It is a tea, and our tea is also uses a system of thermogenesis. It's basically a way of melting off the pounds while you are drinking a cup of tea a day. And you don't need more than one. They've got studies where more than one is doesn't do any more better or worse than just on its own. So a cup of tea a day for supporting our metabolic balance and wellness, our blood sugar levels, our insulin, our cholesterol, cardiovascular health, and just generally also it's a bit of an appetite suppressor. So drinking the tea makes you feel a little bit full. So instead of grabbing chips or cookies or things, having a cup of tea makes you feel full and also is helping you to lose some weight too. Um, our digestive enzymes are also really, really nice too. On their own, they're great antioxidants, but taken um, during or just after a meal helps to churn up the food and the contents of our tummies to help with our digestion. So those who feel bloated or a little stuffed, this helps to break down starches and fats and whatnot. Helps our stomach do its job a little bit better. So when the food and the contents of that go into our intestines, the nutrition is more easily absorbed. So if you've had a big meal, Easter's coming up, holidays are upon us, birthdays, um, just having a capsule of this just after or during does wonders to making people feel really good. And it's also good for helping with cholesterol levels as well. And all these products, again, in combined with healthy lifestyle, exercising, and just living a good life, is a surefire way that your liver, once you have been able to um, help it through a nice week or twice a year detox program, by maintaining it, by working with it, you're going to have a long and healthy life.